Like all of a sudden, will this puppy dog sit here and just and be in fire?
It's poop.
What?
That is poop.
I just had a thought you're not gonna like.
Good morning. We are doing something a little bit different today. We have been doing Abeka all this year, and we're deciding to take a break and do a unit study on emergency preparedness. So we have a bunch of different scenarios and stuff that could happen here in South Carolina, and we are just going to discuss how to handle each one, starting with fire, because you want to do it too? Okay.
He said when he came in here,
what?
He said, I brought my best friend. Hugging his puppy.
So here's what can happen in South Carolina. And I'm sure there's other things that can happen. That's just a basic list. We're just going to talk about fire though. What's the first thing you can tell me about fire?
It's very hot and it can kill you and it's not good to breathe smoke.
Okay. First thing means one. So what about fire? What is the one thing that you know about fire? It's
hot.
So fire is hot. We are going to do what's called a fire drill. Do you know where our meeting place is if we have a fire?
Me.
Where?
By the mailbox.
Yes. So if we ever have a fire, everybody needs to go to the mailbox. That is your number one goal. So fire is hot. So we have to be careful around fire. Let's say we use the fire pit that's right out there. Can you just stick your arm in it?
No.
What would happen?
You would get hurt.
You would get hurt. What can start a fire? Like all of a sudden, will this puppy dog sit here and just and be in fire?
No, unless there's a match underneath it.
Yeah. Okay.
Or a lightning bolt.
Lightning can start fires, you're right. If I'm standing at the oven, could I start a fire?
Yes.
How?
Because if you turn on the oven too hot, it could start a fire.
I just say, I feel it turning that eye on. And then I take that eye and I put clothes on it. Or I set a paper towel on it. Will a paper towel catch on fire?
Yes.
Okay. So back here, it's on. You see this little light? What does that mean?
Cooking.
It's on.
This side is on.
Mm-hmm. And you can't just set whatever you want to on it, okay? Mm-hmm. So ideally, should you ever put things just on top of the oven? No. Why?
Because the oven could be accidentally turned on and it could set the house on fire.
Yes, and we don't want to burn our house down.
Because
okay.
this is a good house.
Yes. Did you know that a mirror can start a fire?
Mm-hmm.
And a magnifying glass can start a fire? There's so many things you have to be careful about in the house to make sure that you don't catch things on fire, or you know what to be aware of in case there is a fire. Did you know that there's certain kind of fires that if you put water on it, it makes it worse? Mm-hmm. If it's an oil fire, like grease fire, if I put water on it, it'll make it blow up and go everywhere. So we have this little buddy called a
fire extinguisher.
Where's the pin?
The red part.
So you pull this out, okay? Mm-hmm. You have to hold it here and yank it out. Okay, what's the next step, Lauren?
Start back at 6 feet, aim at base of fire.
Something's on fire in the middle of the floor right here. That napkin that's on the floor for some reason, who knows? Let's say this napkin's on the floor, and there's fire up to here. Where would the base of the fire be?
Right there.
On the floor, right? So you want to start at the base of the floor and aim and point it at the base of the floor.
And the second step, I want you to push that button, right?
You hold it like this and push it down. And when you push it down, it's going to spray stuff everywhere. So I have a little paper towel. For safety, I have a cup of water. What is this? Is this a fire source?
Yeah. Yes.
So I do like that. In theory, there's a little fire. Now, see the smoke coming off? So in a fire, that is what gets into your lungs and can make you very sick and kill you. Let's just stop being on fire now. What lets us know that there's a fire in the house?
The smoke.
The smoke? No, we have something special in this house. Do you know?
The thing in the hallway, it's called a smoke detector.
A smoke alarm. Do you guys know what a smoke detector sounds like? We'll have to get Daddy to put some smoke up here later so you guys can hear what a fire alarm sounds like.
But how will we get smoke?
How did we just get smoke? We are going to now learn how to unlock and open a window. So let's say there's an emergency. Do you do all this to get all the stuff out from in front of the window?
No.
No. These things, do you see them? Mm-hmm. These are window locks. They make it so you can't open the window more than just there. So if these are open, will you be able to escape through this little couple of inches of space?
No. Puppy.
No.
Puppy.
Go ahead and push both of them in. You just make them so that they're in. Okay. What's the next thing you need to do?
Unlock it. I want to slide into that and then open it up like this.
As wide as you could go. Okay. Now what?
You lift up the blind. Then we do not come in the house. I'll make it.
And then what do you do?
Climb out the window. I've been leaving.
So I'm going to pull up a few YouTube videos and we're going to watch them together on the big TV on fire. And then you guys will be done for today. Was that an interesting lesson? Okay. You guys can take a 10-minute break. Hi, Olivia.
With hugs.
Breaks with hugs are always fun. Ow.
Oh.
Yeah, that's better. My whole side of my face right here is really sore.
I actually think our eyes make a really working. I put this in here for only a few minutes and it's twice as solid.
It's working kind of intermittently. It works for a little while and then it stops. Is the bird still tweeting?
Sort of. It's making a squealing sound. Oh, it's
Yeah, it's very light now.
I can hear it.
Yeah.
Luke, what's on your hands? What is it?
It's poop.
What?
That is poop.
Then why is it around your mouth?
That is so good in my mouth.
Oh, it's chocolate? I don't know, should I keep saying good morning when it's not? I just feel like I should because that's what I've always said. I'm home from work and apparently the kids set something on fire in the kitchen earlier. I don't know. I see the burned ashes in the tray. We all felt like some Chips Ahoy, even though it's not dinner time yet because chocolate.
Okay, Luke, please stop stabbing me. Okay, sorry. Ow. It hurts to smile. Okay, I am so sore over here still. I have a knot. You can feel a knot in my cheek. I'm wondering if it's from the injections or something. I don't know.
You've never done real well with injections.
No, I haven't. So we were working on fire safety today. In doing that, we found out, well, I found out, I didn't actually share it with the kids, that fire alarms are only supposed to be used for 10 years and then you're supposed to be changing them out just to have the most updated technology and all sorts of stuff. So while we're working on fire safety and knowing that before we move, we'll have to have our house inspected. If you are selling your house, you have to replace the fire alarms so that they are within 10 years.
You realize this is useless, right?
Why?
Well, because the meter says empty.
Why does it say empty? It's never been used.
Well, the date on it is May 30, 2008.
That's probably the expiration.
Expiration, or whether that was the manufacturer on it, but either way.
We'll buy another one of those.
Yeah.
We're big on safety.
We're big on safety, except for this is, old and that's no good. We're learning, and we want to rectify these things.
I just have to share. This is our absolute favorite thing on our property. It's Confederate jasmine, and it smells so good. Is it your favorite?
Can I pick one?
No, we're not picking them. Lowe's.
Yeah, these are a lot cheaper online. Well, that's a little better. It's so loud in here today. I can't hear myself think. We want to put a frame around the mirror in our bathroom, and there's so many options. But I don't think it'll be too hard once I get a miter saw from my dad. We're just a little overwhelmed at all the different choices of shaped sticks.
Like you do that on the inside, maybe?
Yeah.
So it looks like a frame?
Yeah, because it's flat on the outside edge?
Yeah.
All right. So I think to try this project out, we're just going to do the one mirror, and we're going to get not real expensive molding because I've never done this before, so I'm going to learn as I go.
And these will fit in the car. That was our concern. We were looking at other ones that are like 12 feet long, and I'm like, we can't get those home.
Alright, so we're back looking at fridges again after we got the wood, and we really liked this one. It had the triple drawer thing in the bottom and had the little storage area. We've discovered something that makes us consider it maybe not not being a good choice. Alright, so this is really cool. When you push it just a little bit, it catches it. Oh, wow, okay, it does even that too. It closes itself, and I'm going to do this.
You sure you want me to?
Yeah, go ahead. It's not that bad. I mean, it's... Yeah, it kind of bites you there, and this is a sharp edge, so I'm thinking little fingers are going to get left in the fridge.
No.
So at this point, we're almost only looking at the storage capacity of them.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't like the wire rack. I feel like things are just going to fall through everywhere.
We have that issue now.
I just had a thought you're not going to like. If we don't get a side-by-side, we can't put milk in the freezer.
Yeah, we could.
In the drawer down below?
We'll figure it out. We'll have a special milk container. Like if we get like a thing you put flour into, just put it down in there.
We love putting cups of like chocolate milk underneath where the cold air comes directly out in the freezer that we have right now, because it chills it really, really fast and starts to glaze over the top with ice. So you get almost like a milkshake, kind of a crunchy ice milk type drink. We do that very frequently. So many options. None of them great.
I've been told I have to vlog something.
I get a kick out of a car mod as much as the next guy. This is crazy though.
Look at that. He has a thing on the outside of his car. A TV.
It's a taxi.
That's not a taxi.
Another one on the other side?
Yes, there's one on both sides. What the heck? I've never seen anything like that before. Matthew?
That can't be street legal. Can it? I don't know. The next part I don't get is what Ralph Lauren has to do with that. Because the rest of the car is the Ralph Lauren brand. And he's got a TV in each door.
That's kind of strange.
So we realized that we might not have completely explained kind of what went on yesterday. I think we actually edited out something that we didn't mean to. But yeah, Lisa's doing a good bit better today.
Still really sore.
Yeah, a lot of what's helping her feel better, though, is just keeping a good dose of ibuprofen in her system.
800 milligrams. I was told to keep 800 milligrams in my blood for
every
a week.
8 hours, yeah. First off, we really wanted to thank all y'all for your well wishes and concern. That's just nice. Thank y'all. So what the dentist's kind of idea probably happened was Lisa doesn't do real well with just pain medication in general, and
or
for whatever
anesthesia,
or anesthesia or anything, any kind of medicine like that. Like when she had the kidney stone last year, they had to give her a lot of stuff to get her back comfortable. And so when she was having the cavity filled, would you have like 5 separate?
4 or 5 different. They kept on having to go back in and give me more pain medicine.
So, having that many injections, along with just the irritation of having someone in your mouth and holding your jaw open for a while was probably enough to...
I have a very small mouth. I cannot open wide enough for their instruments to get in there. So they are having to force my jaw open wider than what it should. So between that having so many injections, and I didn't react well to my entire face was swollen by the time we got to the doctor. My gums were really irritated. I bleed easily, so I bruise easily, like very easily, and it's just something I've always done. They did another x-ray, and they said it looked like the root was irritated as well.
So yeah, just a combination of a couple of things going on there between bruising and swelling and all that. There's not a lot of room, inside your jaw for things to swell or get big, and you get any kind of pressure in there, and it's obviously pretty excruciating. We've got her on the ibuprofen now, which seems to be controlling it a whole lot. She's due for a dose right now.
And I'm feeling it. I need it.
So the kids really enjoyed doing a different type of curriculum today. I think they're going to look forward to finishing up the year doing something totally different from anything they've done before. Well, today's shout out of the day goes to a whole bunch of y'all. Again, we really want to thank each and every one of you who's taken the time to tell Lisa that she hopes she feels better soon. Hope we didn't miss anybody on this list, but really, y'all, thank you. It really does mean a lot to us. Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to hit that button. Thanks for joining us today. Good night.
Anybody want to rock? Want to rock? Do you want to rock?
This parking lot rocks.